Hello everyone, welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully you're having a great day. If you've been watching Larry's Anything Goes programming, you know that we are not only providing great financial intelligence content as much as possible by interviewing other financial professionals, professionals in the travel industry, real estate industry, etc. and so forth, but we provide various services when it comes to specific products that we sell, from anything that you would actually find on Amazon or actually at Walmart, etc. and so forth. And we are actually providing specific products due to today's current crisis and whatnot to ensure that we provide the right services and products that you need at a reasonable price when it comes to medical face masks, when it comes to hand sanitizer, and when it comes to latex gloves and things of that nature, and etc. and so forth, toilet paper, paper towels. But we have what you need. Also, family, don't forget that Larry's Anything Goes is a part of an affiliate marketing network known as Gold Standard Partners, where you have the opportunity to buy cryptocurrency and allow others to invest with you as becoming an affiliate marketing partner. And obviously, if they purchase a package with the program, you're able to make money off their package purchases and make money off of their crypto purchases and things of that nature. If you want to join, please follow the links in the description, and I'll give you a call as soon as you sign up and purchase a package, and we'll go from there. But definitely, it's all about the best way to make money moves is to have currency with one another and to ensure that currency is always being spoken of on all levels, so it benefits everyone and not just one specific person. That's a lot of things that people forget about. So think about joining the program and we'll be able to go from there. But if not, either way, it's always appreciated. And thank you for watching. And hopefully you guys have a great day and continuously make money moves so you don't live broke like a fool. Take care. As you can see, with our various products, we have our financial apparel, as you see, wearing There's Anything Goes t-shirt, financial intelligence is sexy, face masks, latex gloves, things of that nature, to obviously ensure the safety of you and your family all at the same time. We want to ensure that you get the best products and see the actual products that we're actually providing for you, and giving you another view of not only the shirts and the medical masks, but actually another view of actual latex gloves and the actual hand sanitizer. Because one thing we've learned throughout this unfortunate crisis is that we have to take more precautionary measures to ensure not only the safety for ourselves, but for our families. And having a great pair of hand sanitizers, latex gloves, and medical face masks will ensure that safety. And with all that being said, hopefully you guys will check out our online store. We have the various products that you see here. With a couple of clicks, especially if you're paying via PayPal, it makes life that much easier for you to purchase our various products, especially during this unfortunate situation. You see the apparel from Larry's Anything Goes. We have the medical products when it comes to hand sanitizer, latex gloves, medical face masks, and things of that nature, and various other products. So please check out Larry's Anything Goes. Support small local businesses. We greatly appreciate it, and hopefully that you have a good day. How goes the family? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully, you guys having a great and exceptional day. Do the great three free things: like, share, and subscribe. It's always greatly appreciated. All right, we're gonna be talking about one of today's most iconic artists and whatnot. Having a conversation with today's most iconic investor, and I've been applauding. I've been applauding more and more music artists and actors and actresses and comedians preaching financial literacy. If you watch this channel, that's what I'm all about. That's what I'm all, I don't do drama, I do business. I don't do Democrats and Republicans. I do check-ins and savings. So, and the fact that a rapper like Kendrick Lamar, which his actual name is Kendrick Lamar Duckworth, who was actually born June 17th, 1987, um, born and raised in good old Compton, California, which I've been to Compton. It's not as crazy as it used to be, but he's had a great musical career. People like him and Nipsey Hussle and YG have actually brought put West Coast hip hop, rest in peace Nipsey, on the map. And obviously they made songs together, and it was just a great and wonderful thing. But the fact that a person like Kendrick Lamar and Ray Dalio was having a conversation. I mean, I remember there was a video of Nipsey Hussle and Gary V hanging out, just kicking back, drinking, maybe smoking weed, and just engaging in conversations. And who you are I mean, I remember never forget seeing that picture of Warren Buffett and LeBron James sitting down having a conversation. A lot of times it has nothing to do with either your job, the education you have. It has the moves that one makes in life has every single thing to do with who you are engaging with, what you're listening to, what you're watching, and who you are talking to. Okay. Currency, the biggest form of currency is relationships. Okay. The biggest form of currency is relationship. And whether people want to believe it or not, everything in America has everything, so everything around it is a business. That's what makes it a wonderful capitalistic system. Marriage, children, relationships, schools, jobs, ownership, renting, leasing. Money is involved in the air in every single aspect of our daily lives. But a lot of people just don't want to, understand this. And the crazy thing is, Ray Dalio was born back in 1949. Okay, from Jackson Heights, New York. Okay, age 73 years old. Okay. Raymond Thomas Dalio, known as Ray Dalio, is an American billionaire investor and hedge fund manager who has served as co-chief investment officer of the world's largest hedge fund, Bridgewater Associates, since 1985. 1985, he's the founder of Bridgewater in 1975 in New York. Okay. So two people, two different backgrounds, born in, they're basically three generations apart from each other. And you know, and one's a billionaire. Kendrick isn't a billionaire yet. I know he makes millions of dollars and whatnot, but he's not in the billionaire club. But the fact that he's hanging out with somebody who's a part and engaging with somebody who's a part of the billionaire club, it's once again it says a lot. Okay, it really says a lot, and I got nothing but love and respect for people that go out of the way because currency matters, relationships matter. I got nothing but love and respect for him sitting down with somebody like that, and even Ray Dalio sitting down with somebody like Kendrick Lamar, and they're just engaging and having a discussion. I got nothing but love and respect and praise for people that do those sort of things because Kendrick's not going to be able to be a rapper forever. He knows this. And I'm sure that if Kendrick wants to make some money moves in Compton, California, then you better be talking to billionaires. It's like when Tiffany Haddish she's trying to open up a grocery store. So she's hanging out. She was at a baseball game hanging out with people who are CEOs of Fortune 500 companies who own thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of grocery stores and whatnot. And she's trying to get access to capital. She's trying to get the right people in place to when she even breaks ground, people who own construction companies, these things matter, and this is the stuff that, that isn't praised enough when it comes to celebrities and celebrity culture and things of that nature. So I have to say nothing, give nothing but love and respect to her, whether you like her or not. She's trying to actually make something happen in her community. She's even brought housing, bought affordable housing. I remember making a video about her and what's her name from the show Insecure. Um, have affordable housing, and they, because they're making millions of dollars. They're deeply embedded in Hollywood, and they both grew up in South Los Angeles, California. So the fact that they are trying to do something, Issa Rae, that's her name. The fact that they're trying to do something positive outside of just make movies and have television shows and do comedy and whatnot says a lot. And I got nothing but love and respect for that. So they're actually making money moves. They're becoming job creators and to help other job creators become job creators and the financing of people's dreams and whatnot. And that's the when I always say when it comes to African Americans, that's the only thing we care about in today's world. We don't need to hear about no, you don't forget your past, you respect your past, but in the world of today, currency matters. Okay, not a heartfelt speech, not empty promises from a politician on either side, but action, financial, actionable things, and access to capital. Those are the things that matter to my generation, the millennial generation, Gen Z, Y, etc. Going on down. Access to capital. Are we going to be able to own businesses? Are we going to be able to have investments? That's the conversation of today's world. Everything else that the media is talking about is just basically, as one person would say, nonsense. I was going to say another word, but I do like to keep it clean over here. So, and respectful. But anyways, so let's get into enough of me yapping. Let's get into what Ray Dalio and Kendrick Lamar had to say because I find it to be very, very interesting. To be honest with you, because what I wouldn't give that sit down and have a conversation with a Ray Dalio, um, Damon Johns, Warren Buffett, et cetera and so forth. The list goes on and on, as far as to be able to have access to that kind of currency and whatnot, that kind of currency, those kind of relationships, I mess with that energy. So, but anyways, Kendrick Lamar preaches the benefits of slow money in a new video released as part of Cash App's ongoing that's money campaign. The clip has also been playing at stops on Kendrick's Big Steppers tour, was widely released on Monday, and also features billionaire investor Ray Dalio and comedian um, Xavier TV. In short, the money-centered conversation at the center of the clip sees a would-be barbershop owner lamenting a friend's botching of the funds required for success. And that can happen a lot of time as well. Like just because somebody gets access to capital doesn't mean they're always going to do the right thing. We've seen that on countless occasions. Countless occasions where people muck up, they screw up every freaking thing when it comes, and they like lottery winners are the best thing that comes to mind. To be honest with you, all right. Anyways, the article says he saved up his money to get a local barbershop, Kendrick tells the camera. He then made a friendly business wager with his friend in hopes to secure more money for this business. But he eventually loses it all with one roll of the dice. Both Dalio and Kendrick then offer their assessment of the situation, complete with some sound advice about the importance of investing in oneself. Slow money wins the race, Kendrick says. I could not agree with that statement more. That's why when you ever hear these get rich quick schemes or even get rich quick things, there's no such thing as getting rich quick. Ray Dalio didn't get rich fast. Elon Musk didn't get rich fast. Um, Bob Johnson, Dame Johns, they did not get rich fast. Okay, these are the things that people need to understand, and they need to definitely take that into consideration. All right, Robert F. Smith did not get rich fast. Okay, that's another thing. Nobody gets rich fast. Jeff Bezos didn't get rich fast. Elon Musk. The list goes on and on. Mark Cuban. The list goes on and on. All those people you see that are on Shark Tank, none of them got rich fast. None of them got rich fast, and that's just the guy's honest truth. Kendrick says Big Steppers Tour, which counts Cash App as a sponsor, has continued to generate headlines since kicking off in June. Most recently, footage from a Detroit stop showed Kendrick giving an onstage shout out to a young fan whose parents brought him to the show, which marked his first concert experience. Kendrick later shared a handwritten note with the young fan, thanking him for his attendance and encouraged him to continue to manifest his great energy. And I like that, man. Great, great positive energy. And the reason why you hear me talk about a Kendrick Lamar, because it's a rarity there's new art, any of these new artists out here nowadays that I can say I really feel like that. I used to be the biggest hip hop fan, but now majority of the commercial music is garbage. The beautiful thing with the internet, you can find a lot more underground people compared to the days when I was growing up, where we still had CDs and things of that nature. But most of it is a lot of the music is just trash and garbage, and if it's not saying anything, that's why I always commend Kendrick, because at least with him, he's still a part of a generation that actually has something good to say, something positive to say. And I could not agree more with that. And we need more and more people out here that's bringing truth to power, but not only just in that aspect, but definitely when it comes to economics all at the same time. So I definitely wanted to give nothing but love and respect to Kendrick Lamar and what he's doing. And I have a funny feeling he's going to be the one that's going to quietly own a lot of real estate in Compton. He's going to be the one quietly to have own a couple of franchises and whatnot, and help put his people on. I could see that happening to Kendrick Lamar in the future, if it's not already happening now. Because a lot of times the best way to defeat your enemy, and when I say enemy, I'm talking about people that are trying to keep you down, is to just be quiet about it. Okay, be quiet about it, because usually the loudest one the Rosen is just strategic in their efforts and the things that they do. I got nothing but love and respect for that. And especially when you have a person like him who makes music that actually matters and actually has a great message and whatnot, and actually is inspirational. And the fact that he even is thanking his young fans for coming out to see him. He's even being inspirational and ensuring that people enjoy the shows, and he's engaging with billionaires. Then that tells me that he's going to be doing a lot more things than people anticipated. It's just like LeBron James. He's not loud about the things that he's doing in today's world. He's just getting it done. Okay, a lot of times the less said, the better. I remember one gentleman. He was on a panel, and he's a real estate developer. He buys mostly real estate between Georgia and Ohio. He's like, he doesn't do any social media because he doesn't want his enemies to know that he's coming. And I'm like, I actually understand that. A lot of times, not everything needs to be announced. And hey, I'm a social media head, but not everything needs to be announced on social media. Some things need to be left to the because a lot of things in today's world aren't even left to the left to the left to be thought of any. Like most people just everything's exposed nowadays, so it's just like there's nothing to get excited about it. Like that's what makes life exciting to me, when there's some anticipation involved. Not all the cards need to be thrown out on the table or whatnot. Certain things need to be held back. Not everything. Real money makers move in silence. Let your success speak volumes and whatnot. The people that own a multitude of hotels and franchises, and or just real estate to begin with and whatnot, they're the quietest people in the room usually. It's usually the one that just wants to have the fanciest car and own the overpriced house, and have the overpriced jewelry and the overpriced clothing, are the ones that really don't own any assets and really have nothing to say at half the time. And that's the main reason why I wanted to go live about this, because who you engage with matters. Tiffany Haddish is engaging with billionaires and millionaires. Kendrick Lamar is doing the same thing. LeBron James has been doing the same thing. Quiet as kept, Ice Cube and LL Cool J have been doing the same thing. That's why they were going to buy a team and whatnot. Dame Dash, he's the quiet economic monster and whatnot that you don't really hear about like that. And he's one of the loudest people on the planet or whatnot, but he announces his moves after they've been done. And I have to give nothing but love and respect to that, because I always say this, and I used to not be a big fan of Dame Dash, but I will say this about Dame Dash. I like the fact, and the one thing, hey, I got family from the New York, Jersey, Connecticut area, and one thing I love about people from that part of the country is they're going to be straight up with you. Okay, there's not none of this, fronting and going on and fake flossing and whatnot, because in certain parts of that area you can get killed or robbed for doing that nonsense. So, and people don't have, because life is such a fast pace in those specific areas. People don't have time to be you know, just talking loud and not saying anything. People just don't have time for that. So I never forget the most famous interview on the Breakfast Club with Dame Dash, when he was talking about financial literacy and the fact of people just being proud to have an overpaying job and not being proud to have a high paying business and whatnot. It resonated with a lot of people. I call it my wake up call every month. I need to listen to that video. The older you get, the less you're going to be people. And when you, especially the fact that for me, I'm not really trying to be around people like that unless they're on some money making engagement, growing, things of that nature. Because when people always want to talk about the past, then they unfortunately end up always living in the past. And for the people that don't want to look forward and discuss ideas, especially in today's world, a lot of people, they just want to discuss what's happening in the headlines from a political standpoint, a media standpoint, this that, and the other standpoint. But it's a very rarity. It's a real rarity that you have a growing community, but for me, it's a rarity to engage with people that are on the economic platform, that want to talk about investments and whatnot, because it is so easy to get caught up in the minutia of today's world, especially in social media, which puts more information out. Whether that information is good or bad, it's another story for another day. You know what I mean? But it's very easy to get caught up in all that nonsense. And me personally, I'm on the tip of, hey, if it doesn't affect my pay, then I don't let it affect my day. I try not to get stressed out over things unless it's life threatening, or it means I'm about to be homeless or something to that effect. I know a lot of times in the social media world and other things, it's very easy to get caught up in that nonsense. You know what I mean? So Kendrick Lamar, Compton, California, West Coast, I got nothing but love and respect for you guys for doing what you're doing out there. Everybody who's making the money moves out there, from LA to Atlanta to Houston to Dallas, to Florida to the Carolinas, New York, Detroit, Chicago, nothing but Denver, nothing but love and respect for you guys, because that's what matters at the end of the day. The economics, the economics, the economics. That is the conversation, okay? Because you can't pay. The bill collector doesn't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat. Do you have the money or do you don't have the money? It's very simple. Doesn't need to get more complicated than that. Only time things need to be complicated in life is if you're dealing with math, dealing with science and whatnot, or you're trying to create an app. Like that's when the complications in life need to come into the mix. But outside of that, life is very black and white. But a lot of times people just want to make it as gray as possible, as gray as my shirt, and it doesn't need to be. You know what I mean? Like, just keep it simple. Make it plain. That's my mindset. Make it plain. Okay, you can't make it plain, then get out of my way, because we don't need to be in the same lane, for real. On some real talk, okay? But it is what it is. But let me know what you guys think about Kendrick Lamar engaging with Ray Dalio and the kind of discussions that he's in, because I believe that people like Kendrick Lamar are the wave of the future. All right, don't trust me on that one. Don't get me wrong. I believe that people like him are the wave of the future, because they don't have time for the nonsense, and I believe that engaging with the billionaires of the world is what's going to matter. All this other stuff is just entertainment at the end of the day. People don't want to admit that, but it truly is. Okay, truly just engaging with the basic mindset people, and just engaging with people that are not about growth and being healthy, happy, and prosperity and whatnot. Those are the ones that are going to try to drag you down. Do not, and I repeat, do not let the people that are always negative and always have something bad and sad to talk about to drag you down. Life is too short. We could be taken out today, we could be taken out tomorrow. Do not let people that have a negative vibe take you down. All right. If it's negativity, then they don't need to be involved anywhere in your physical or mental facility. All right. And that's all I got to say about that, on some realness, family. Just you got to stay positive, because life is too short. Okay. Life is too short. On some realness. All right. So do the great three things: like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully you guys have a great day. I'm glad I'm keeping my word. I'm going live more, and I'm keeping my word in regards to trying to do it more on the weekends when I have more time. So most likely I will go live tomorrow. And the subject matter will be, give me 1 second, family, because I've been keeping, like I said, me, I only talk about things that I'm passionate about. Certain things might be trendy, but I will talk about the things that don't become the next Kevin Samuel. That will be the next live topic, because, and I'm rest in peace, rest in power to Kevin Samuels. I got nothing bad or negative to say about him, because he is who he is, and I respected the man for one reason: he lived in his truth. And when you live in your truth, it is what it is. For better or for worse, you got to be who you are. It's so hard to not be who you are. That's the only reason why I can embrace the mama generation, the millennial generation, and all down, because whether people like it or not, people are living in their truth. Whether for better or for worse, people are living in their truth. And to me, you're the one that has to look in the mirror and say, I'm proud of me, before anybody else can say that. You feel me? So, but you have so many people that are taking up the ranks of Kevin Samuels, but they're doing it more and more so in a negative connotation, because they want to get on that level. I make content. You see my subscribers. I make content out of passion. For those who are going to watch, they're going to watch. Would I like to make the amount of money that Kevin Samuels is making with YouTube and other social media platforms? Absolutely. The man was he was very creative in what he did, and he had the following of the people. And one thing a lot of information he put out was good, and a lot of information he put out was just entertainment at the end of the day. And when it boils down to it, most people want to be entertained than educated. Unfortunately, me, I'd rather be mostly educated than entertained. I usually leave entertainment for before I go to bed, and that's usually less time, because by the time I lay down, I'm going to clock out within an hour or two. So, majority of the day, I'm listening to podcasts, I'm reading books, I'm making content, I'm selling products on my Larry's Anything Goes store where you can catch in the description. I'm looking for new deals and whatnot because I believe that 2023 there's not going to be a significant real estate crash, but I will believe the prices will continuously go down because of the direction of the economy where it is now, where it's going to go next year. Regardless, when the Republicans take the House and whatnot, it's going to take a minute for the economy to change, and the economy's still um, responding to a lot of things that's happening in the world, but it's still people don't realize we're still catching up from being locked down. Okay, regardless of all the prosperity that's going on in the world, we're still playing catch up from being on lockdown because of obviously the pandemic and whatnot. So it just is what it is from a financial standpoint. So that's another thing that I can say with all sincerity. It's like, hey, everybody would love to be the next Kevin Samuels because he was becoming his own superstar. He was getting to the point where he might have been able to possibly even have his own reality TV show. I'm not mad at that. I mean, that is a dream to be able to, be at the level where he was at, have the subscribers that he had, be able to be on other people's podcasts and things of that nature. But you have to live in your authentic self and don't just do what gets the catches the eyes of the watchers and the listeners and whatnot. Be your authentic self because there's nothing like authenticity. All right, that's what I can respect about that. And that's what I can respect about the other podcasters out there. Authenticity. That's why I talked about Kendrick Lamar because he's nothing but he displays nothing but authenticity in his music and whatnot, and who he is as a person and where he's trying to go. That's why Nipsey was such a great influence because he displayed nothing but authenticity about who he was before, during, and the kind of path that he was trying to take towards the future. People don't want to talk about that, but that's something that I have to respect with a lot of sincerity. He was all about that, and it is what it is at the end of the day. Be who you are, live in your truth, and go from there. All right. So on that note, family, I am out. Hopefully, you guys have a great day. Um, it's still can't believe that the year is almost over with. When August is basically done. Today's what is today's date? The 20. Yeah, the 20th. It's August 20th already. So, the week, the month is over with, and then we in September, October, November, December. Almost only 4 more months left. So crazy, family. So, anyways, do the great free things, like and subscribe. Hopefully, you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy yourself. Don't forget to check out the online store. And obviously, if you're a stock market investor, crypto investor, individual retirement account investor, do not forget to check out WEBULL, Stash, Acorn, Crypto.com, Coinbase, all that great stuff. And with all those platforms that you will see in the description, you'll be able to make some money once you sign up with those accounts and put a penny in your account. All right. So on that note, family, make money moves, or you're gonna live bro like a fool. And I'm out. Oh, and also thank you for the new subscribers. Thank you for the new viewers. If you've been viewed more than once, please just hit the subscribe button. That's all I ask. Hit the like button when you watch the content. I greatly appreciate you, family, because that means if I'm resonating with you, then hopefully you're going to resonate with me. I hope in the future to have you guys come on more, have more people, and so I can meet you, because that's why it's called Larry's Anything Goes. Let's meet, let's engage, all right? Let's meet, let's engage, and share at the freaking digital YouTube stage, all right? Take care, family.
Mike, now.